Batman Look Alive. And I saw whoever that was that did episode 120. Not so fast. I happened to glance over there right before. Did I put 120? Or did somebody try to mess with me? I don't trust. Given what I've done today, it probably was me, honestly. It is episode 100. At least I think it's 115. It is March 20th, 2024. Happy National Ravioli Day. I am AK, your co-host. This is G.U.Y.
Oh, that's what you
Next
did
to
right
me,
there.
Butch P. Tex. Tex, I'm pointing to you.
What about it?
Okay. Nothing. I was just introducing everybody. Happy National Ravioli Day, everyone. We are the Millie Goats.
Jack, come on.
Jack will be here. Jack.
AK and the Millie Goats.
Jack.
AK and the Millie Goats here.
Jack. Yeah, right, dude. Holy cow. Yeah, what a disaster. What a rough start to the day.
I'll never let you go.
With the door was big enough, by the way. She just wouldn't scoot over. The poll that I threw out there where I had absolutely nobody's name right, and mine was on there like 3 times. I apologize for that on Twitter. I think we might have a mutiny on our hands. I might get my Twitter admin revoked, I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, we'll get to all that. We're trying to win the Millie, hence the Millie Goats. We play DraftKings, we build lineups in DFS. And then we enter them into these contests, specifically golf right now. And then we were close last week. I'll tell you this right now. But nobody has won the Millie since, correct? Nobody's no. Okay. So we're still. Oh yes, Bear with a Machine Gun, always here.
I could not have been further from the Millie last week.
G.U.Y, yes. Please give the people. We never got your take because you're working.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go political about it, my balls could not have been more woke than they were last week. They were on the entire left side of the graph. I mean, it wasn't even close. I don't even think I might have barely scored 100. I had 2 guys make the cut, 2 out of 6, and both of them, one of them finished last, as last as you could finish from making the cut.
G.U.Y is in his 30s, but his DraftKings balls were in their 90s.
Yes,
this past weekend. That's how far low they were on the screen. They were super low. Yeah, that was bad, dude. That was really bad.
Yeah.
But anyways, hey, let's turn it around. What's the App State score? App State's playing right now in the NIT. It's not looking good, correct?
App State's down by 7, 8.5 left to go. They cut it to 1. They cut it to 1, and then this white dude from Wake Forest went on an 8-0 run just by himself. App's just having trouble guarding him. So, you know me, I'm diehard App State basketball fan. So if you see me going crazy, it's because I'm watching the game.
He's talking a lot more watching App State basketball than he was when the Bills were playing on Sunday night.
Diehard App State basketball fan. Always take the stairs. Haven't taken the elevator since November started.
Boys, it's March Madness Eve. Tomorrow might be one of the greatest sports days in existence. I would put it up in the top 5 as the first 2 days of March Madness, Thursday, Friday of March Madness. I think that's a top 5er.
Absolutely. Yes, just group it together as one event, even though they're on separate days. I mean, from like what, 12 o'clock, everybody's going to be glued in.
12 to midnight, 12 straight hours, 2 days in a row. It's going to be everything you want.
And typically they have an app, like the March Madness app. Like you can stream it for free, right? They still doing that? Oh, man.
I know you used to be able to watch it on the internet. I don't know about the app, but I'm sure it's similar.
The app you can. You got to sign in with a TV provider. I'm sure they have YouTube TV now or whatever streaming services are out there.
Have you guys heard that it's vasectomy season?
I didn't know that. I do remember back in the day, you would have your test either Tuesday or today on Wednesday, because Thursday and Friday, if you had a legit teacher, they were rolling in the TV that was strapped to the stand and you were watching basketball.
Yes.
Like, you weren't doing any work Thursday, Friday.
No.
You had the TV strapped to the stand and you were watching
PE
the games.
teacher went out to his truck, got a ratchet strap, got the big old tube box TV, and ratchet strapped that thing to a 4-foot high cart, and it was sitting up in your health class for 3 straight days, without a doubt. I mean, this
That's
is.
what I told my wife. I said, "You better have the games on tomorrow." I'm like, she said, "I don't think the kids care about that stuff anymore." I'm like, doesn't matter if they care. You better have the games on tomorrow.
That's right. That's exactly
we would always
right.
try to find a way to incorporate it into our study. So, like, history class was awesome to have because you're witnessing history in the making.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
every time you watch it, every time a second go by, it's in the past. So we're like, that was a perfect subject to have during March Madness.
And yes, and a quick shout out to everybody who is in charge, who has taken the responsibility of organizing the bracket challenges, because the bracket is useless unless you can enter it into a contest with all your friends and family and then talk trash about it at the next family or friend gathering. So the people who are setting all those up, usually it's one person in each group. Salute to you. That's a collective salute your sports from us to you. Without you, the brackets would mean nothing. And that's all I got to say about that. So, and don't be the guy who's always.
My dad used to draw a bracket out. He used to have my dad was a coach, so we had like it was probably an 8-foot by 4-foot, basketball dry erase board at our house. Well, for the tournament, he'd flip it over, tape a bunch of pieces of paper together, or bring a big piece of paper from the school, and he would draw the bracket out, write all the teams out, and that's how you'd follow it the whole time. Yes. It was almost like they do now, where you put the thing on, and once you advance, but he would write it all out when we were little, and then you'd have to pick it from that bracket.
I remember last year whenever we caught the videotape of the team that couldn't stick it on the bracket. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was FAU. They kept fumbling. They kept fumbling. We have a comment from the peanut gallery over there. Tex, care to read that? Can you see that comment? Somebody that you may know?
No.
She said you shouted out yourself for getting our bracket together. Yes, shout out to me for getting the family. She called me out on that.
Look, AK will do anything to promote AK.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
AK will do anything to promote AK.
That was good.
Oh, man.
That was good. Super James is here. He's already talking about golf. He's in. He's locked in. I think he's gonna get him one. He got him one last time on the showdown. He just didn't realize it was a one-day showdown.
Super James profile pick his lineup that he's choosing.
I think he did.
That's what I was thinking.
Won it last Super James is a baller, dude. Super James.
He giving out pick new profile pick. It's his picks.
Let's go. Bear with machine gun waiting for golf. Let's go, baby. Okay. We have no advice for your brackets other than what we're about to get to in Salute Your Sports. I've got a whole monologue prepared for Salute Your Sports. Also, I want
surprise,
taking all your Salute Your Sports times, all the time that's allotted. Do you remember the Final Four from last year? Because this blew my mind. I was talking about it today at work. Do you remember the Final Four? Can anybody name all four?
UConn.
Texas.
FAU.
No. Yes, UConn and FAU.
San Diego State.
There was another. Yes.
San Diego State. And the one that got me, I was blown away. I don't even know if y'all will be able to guess it.
Tennessee.
No. They're always out early.
The U.
Miami.
Miami was in the Final Four last year.
Oh, yeah, because there was two. It was the state of Miami and FAU. That's where the state of Miami came, I think.
Oh, yes, it was.
Is that one?
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Wake's turning it on.
Yes, dude. It was
Oh,
UConn, San Diego State, FAU, and Miami. I could not guess Miami. I completely forgot about it. So,
Did Miami even
anyways,
have a winning record this year?
no, they didn't. I don't even know if they made the NIT. So,
Wow.
BMO's here. Hottie in the chat. I don't know which one of us he's talking about. Bear with a machine gun. Courtney's here. What's going on? Welcome to the show. We're going to tell you how not to win the bracket championship. All right, National Ravioli Day. Here we go. I had literally had nothing ready for National Ravioli Day because there wasn't really that much other than how it's made and how fried ravioli was invented. But raviolis are separated into small raviolis, which are called ravioletti, and large raviolis, which are called ravioloni.
Ooh.
So at your next Italian get together with the gabagool and the antipasta and the 17 on-courses, Tommy DeVito probably knows this. Now you know what large and small ravioli are called. And I have to ask this, is an Uncrustable a ravioli?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. I would say
Peanut
that it is.
butter.
That doesn't matter. You can make dessert raviolis. That's what I found out reading. I don't know if it has to be pasta, but isn't pasta bread? Aren't they the same thing? Starch madness. It's got starch.
It's not cooked bread.
That's true. Okay. You could deep fry it though, like you could a ravioli. Tex, weigh in on this. What are you doing down there?
Well, I'm getting some texts from people who are watching the show that say the volume changed. So I was trying to shoot you guys a text to let you know without bringing it up on the show. So I was making sure everything's okay.
The volume changed where? What are you talking about?
For people listening, potentially.
Oh,
did they happen to turn their volume down? That's why I'm trying to have
this whole conversation that we're having right now through a text message.
So we're all looking at our phones.
No,
why'd you even bring it up?
At it, see. Why not?
She probably thought the volume was down because you were sitting there not saying anything, looking at your phone. Anyways, okay.
All right.
On the show. Oh, Super James wants in. He wants in the league. I'll put the league out tonight. I'll put the link out on Twitter. So just be ready. And Bear the Machine Gun's offended because he's Italian. We're Italian too.
Italian.
So we got on the show, we're going to salute sports, salute your sports. We're going to do a water cooler debate. We're going to do a DFS deep dive, a how dare you, other relevant sports news, March Dadness, Inter-Squad Dad Kings Jamboree, where we have a contest rolling, which I am winning right now. And then stop stealing our intellectual property, the Golix, RG3, all you sons of guns out there that just keep ripping our memes and our pictures and our takes and just shoving them up on your pages. How about a little credit? It's okay that you're not that funny. So suck it up and be the bigger man. And unblock us, Reddit College Football on Twitter, you cowards. Okay. Do we have the Salute Your Sports mega drop? Everybody shit. Salute Your Sports. This is where we take a week worth of sports or a few days worth of sports and we wrap it up into a summary that we each pick out one piece of information that stuck out. But first we go over a few things. Ken Pom is a fraud. Everybody knows the Ken Pom metrics. Ken Pom. He's the guy that's the architect of the quads and all this stuff that's going on with the dad blame bracket. Turns out he was a meteorologist and is now a sports bracket analyst. And what do we know about weather, men and women?
They don't always have to be right.
Yes, exactly.
They also, weathermen is all improv. They don't read from a teleprompter, so they can make up whatever they want.
No, Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't believe
You don't remember when I did that class in college and I had you come in? I wrote this long script and I made you read it, and then I did the weather because I didn't have to read the script. I could just say whatever I wanted.
Wow, dude! I do remember doing a class with you in college. That was right after your mixtape or before your
probably for me too.
Oh yeah. Anyways, Kim Palm's a fraud, so don't base your brackets off of that. And Virginia stinks. Virginia absolutely stinks. They had 14 points with 10 minutes to go in the game last night.
I got a relevant news for Virginia.
Do it.
They have 6 NCAA tournament wins since 2018. All 6 of those wins came in 2019 when they won the championship. They haven't won an NCAA tournament game in any tournament in the last 7 years.
Which is still debatable because of the non-calls against Auburn in that Final Four.
Yeah. But the game that they did win, they only won one game in 2017. So you can go back to 2017 and say they've only won 7 games.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to tee me up for Brock Purdy. That whole deal again where Dylon got really mad about how you're picking out years when I clearly stated to him, and this was the argument, and then he got. That's all there is to it. Dylon got. And Caleb Williams had a pro day, and so we felt the need to every highlight right underneath it. Zach Wilson made this same throw, but rolling left, which really made a lot of people mad. Zach Wilson didn't win a Heisman. Okay, great. Caleb Williams
Neither Caleb Williams this year.
He hasn't won anything since that Heisman. Anyways,
Caleb Williams didn't make the playoffs or win a conference championship.
Nope.
No. We got some people coming in from Facebook here. Hey, Lindsay, the Duchess cackle. Everybody knows Butch P. Everybody knows the Butch P cackle. All right, salute your sports. Who wants to go first?
I can go first
for the 6th week in a row.
Well, as we've stated and we've established well on this show that the Niners are in trouble this year because their one and only star quarterback got married. So as we've done the research, shout out Tex, done the research.
Yep.
They're in trouble for the next 4 years until they can get back to the Super Bowl. But this is where my salute your sports goes in.
Stop.
The Niners are being proactive about it. The Niners are being proactive about it, and the Niners signed Josh Dobbs. Because who better to fill in for a quarterback when they're playing terrible or they get hurt to carry your team like 4 teams did last year? They signed Josh Dobbs. Shout out to the Niners for being proactive about it. I'll salute to them.
I don't even know if that was a backhanded compliment or what. Every time, everybody watching who knows us, and if you're listening and have gotten to know us, it's G.U.Y.'s sole responsibility, his sole drive to come in here and bash the Niners every chance he gets, every single chance he gets, never acknowledging the fact that there's a quarterback controversy in Buffalo because the Bills have brought back in an old face, Mitch Trubisky, to raise the level of Josh Allen from whenever Mitch Trubisky probably has one of the best names that you could put with the team that he plays on. Mitch Trubisky, Mitch Trubilski, Mitchburg, Mitch Trubisky. I mean, you could do a lot with Mitch Trubisky, his name.
I'll say this about Mitch Trubisky. From the backup starting quarterback position, he willed our team to the AFC Championship game.
See?
So I'm glad to have him back.
Quarterback controversy.
Not many teams can say they have 2 NVPs on their roster.
Oh, Nickelodeon MVPs?
Yeah.
That's true. How many do the Cowboys have? None. Cowboys fans haven't said anything about anything in like 2 months.
The Bills have more MVP players on their rosters than the Cowboys signed this offseason.
Look. We have a lot of departures right now, okay?
I'm not worried about it. Draft is coming up. We're going to draft us a running back, and we're going to be right back where we were this year.
We're going to build through the draft.
We're going to build.
Old Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing is that we're going to draft a running back, which is our future center.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah, y'all are great. Y'all are great at
Swiss Army knife players, football guys. That's all we want is football guys.
Y'all are great at building linemen through the running back position.
That's right. If this was an intramural flag football championship, you guys would be awesome. Because that's when the center can run around.
I'm gonna do mine.
Bogue's here.
My salute your sports.
Yes. Go ahead. Salute your sports.
Mine is the coach from Long Beach State in his presser today.
Ooh.
He started off saying, "I don't have to answer anything I don't want to because I'm working for free today." Is it opening statement? Is that it? What else we got going on? And the moderator says, "I think you nailed it, Coach." And that was it.
Let's go. Let's
great.
go.
Shout out to him.
Because remember, he got let go. Everybody like, we're done. So
and come to find out.
Oh yeah, because they said he was done after the season. Then he won the conference championship. Yep. That's right.
Yep. Made it to the dance.
This is March. Tex isn't even watching the App State game. He's watching in the NBA back there.
I just turned it off. What are you down doing? By 16 with 2 minutes.
Oh no. Okay. Wow. All right. Jeez.
Well, Milwaukee's come all the way back from down 16.
What? This is the first NBA. I've known you for 36 years, and this is the first NBA game I've ever seen you watch, ever.
I just turned around to look. It's magic.
Riveting.
No, it's the Bucks and Celtics.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Which must have back on. Super James, the woman. Yes, I do remember that. They interviewed. Yeah.
Yes.
She got fired. The woman, the coach that got interviewed post game 2 minutes after she got fired. That was awkward. But yeah, Long Beach State, I found out after doing all this mascot research. I put in like an hour last night of mascot research. We're about to go over it just because I put in so much time. For no reason whatsoever.
And he will take as long to explain it as it took him to do the research.
Yes, I will. No, not really. Long Beach State has like 3 different mascots. So their original one was called the Long Beach State Beach.
Ooh.
And then they changed it to the Sharks.
Yes.
But their baseball team is named the Dirtbags. So they have 3 different mascots they go by. Butch P, you want to salute a sports before I can? Butch P, you want to go?
Wait, we're still in salute sports?
Yeah, dude. Salute it. Salute something. Salute yourself for your parlay that you built.
Oh yeah. So I played around with these parlays and put $2 on. Now, if this thing hits, okay, tune in on Monday because I will not be at work for sure.
On here though, Sunday night.
I will be on here Sunday night, so tune in Sunday night to see how close I am to winning $1 million off $2. Okay.
How many legs is it?
A lot.
You don't have a number.
Spider.
It's only 8. I thought it'd be like 27 legs.
I said more than a spider.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's got to be at 10 or more to $2 too, at the amount that he could receive.
Yeah, but the odds, got to factor that in.
Yeah,
got to factor in the odds. It's an escalator. Take the stairs. Okay,
taking.
Here we go, boys. I'm going to salute mid-major mascots, and for that, pretty much all mascots. So everybody take a seat. I posted this on Twitter and on Facebook because I filled up an entire notepad full of mascot nonsense. So I'm saluting the mascots because I thought it was going to be a runaway for the birds. I thought the birds for sure. I was like, this is a bird year. This is a bird bracket year. No, I was wrong. It's the dogs. 12 dog mascots, 3 in each region. 12 cat mascots. The East had the most. 11 bird mascots. The Midwest had the most. And 11 human mascots. The West had the most. So look at how this thing spread out, fellas. And of all the mascots, the Bulldogs were the most common mascot used. Yep. There actually were
number
2
one dog in
bulls.
America.
Oh, it was the French Bulldog. Uh-oh. Now somebody,
goes hand in hand, right?
Eric from Smoke the Spread said that we should build a parlay that's just all Bulldogs. The all Bulldogs go to heaven Final Four parlay. Yes.
Well,
so,
how many are there? 12 or 8?
There are 6 Bulldog teams.
How many Bulldog?
6.
Ooh.
So there were only 7 unique
You could do
ones.
a Elite 8.
Oh, you could. Yes. You could just do all Bulldogs. They should make that a parlay. We got to submit that to DraftKings. So I'm saluting them, and I'm saluting all the teams.
Hall of Fame bets on that.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm more of a Cougar anyway.
There was 4 Cougars. They had the second most. So you could do Final Four or Sweet 16, all Cougs.
Slap it on the hood of your car.
So there were 7
Who
unique
is it?
teams.
BYU, Washington State. All right.
Yep.
I'll go Cougar. Y'all can go Bulldog.
Okay.
Somebody needs to go Wildcat.
Wildcats. Shout out Pat White, the original Wildcat.
Tex, you can think about going Wildcat, and we'll let J-Bot do it.
Dude, I didn't know.
You should mention that.
Texas birding.
I want to go over the unique ones. The Aztecs was unique. The Badgers was unique. The Hilltoppers, the Antelopes, the Crimson Tide, the Sharks, or the Beach, and then the Kangaroos, the Zips. So those are the only 7 teams that didn't have a replicated.
Cyclones.
Do you think
they're a bird?
Zips,
Cyclones
are right
bird.
there, dude. Yes, it is. The mascot is a cardinal. I didn't know that until I looked it up. And then also
it's a tornado.
But it's a cardinal. That's their mascot.
because their
they
color
are
is
the Cyclones. Yes, that's their color.
I literally looked up the mascots. I spent
Do we need to
an
do
hour.
a lesson with you?
I spent an hour looking this up.
Their color is cardinal red and yellow.
There are no birds called the Cyclone.
But their mascot.
You're gonna argue the bird guy.
The mascot runs around on the sideline is dressed up as a cardinal. It is literally a cardinal. Same thing with the Illini.
Because that's their color.
Their mascot's a kingfisher.
Okay.
The Illini they're actually birds. So I'm just the messenger. So salute to mascots in the final, in the whatever. Moving on. It's a bird.
Yeah, the mascot is the guy in a suit is a bird. They're called the Cyclones.
It blew my mind too, but that was the fact.
So are we going by school nicknames or mascots?
Both. I looked up the mascot because I'm like, the nickname doesn't mean anything until I see the mascot.
So whenever you counted it, did you put it in the Cyclone or the bird category?
I put it in the bird category because it was a cardinal. See, I made a note. It said it right on the thing.
So you're going based on the guy in the suit.
Yeah, I looked up the suits.
Okay.
So
that's what middle school, the suit.
I'm getting texts that's saying AK is an idiot. The Pittsburgh Pirates have a bird mascot.
Yes, this is true. So they would also be the Parrots.
All the bird category.
Yes.
The Tar Heels.
Pirates.
There wasn't the only Ram. The Colorado State Rams were. So the Tar Heels were not unique.
So if Navy was playing, they'd be the Goats.
Yes.
Yes.
We would. Yes. They would have to be.
That's.
Yes.
I also saw an interesting fact that since the NCAA tournament has been going on since 1939, there are 3 schools
gotten so far off the rails
that have not made the tournament. You know what 3 schools they are?
Navy.
No.
Air Force.
But it is military school.
Navy.
Army, the Citadel, and our own William and Mary.
Whoa. Tribe or die. Tried and true.
Yeah.
Woo!
3 schools never made the tournament.
We've got quality control checking in. BMO, these are all mascots, boys, not team names. AK is corrected. Thank you. Thank you for setting the stage and setting the truth that it'll set them free. We'll just leave it at that. That's funny. William
Sounds like a great discussion for a water cooler debate.
Okay, hit the thing. Shh.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
Water cooler debate. We put up a topic on Twitter, and I try to do it correctly. But the past 3 times, I have not done it correctly, and my name's been on there 3 times. But it didn't matter because the people knew. I rectified the mistake by sending the memes with which you guys were disgusted with me, and people obviously heeded our word. Took heed of our word. So, all right. So we'll put these polls up on Twitter.
You didn't want me to be on there so bad that even the meme I sent you for me not being on there, you still called me the wrong name.
I tried to correct the mistake.
It's true.
That's how you work the algorithm, dude. You got to keep tweeting the same thing.
But I'm so resilient. I still won.
Way to bury the lead, dude. You didn't even let me do the dad joke. Here's the dad joke. Hey, did you guys know that I built a fort with my kids? We only used 8 books. It was 8 stories high.
What?
Oh, man. Done better.
Yeah. That's all right, though. All right, here's
not letting you settle.
Here's results for the GOAT type of luck. Best of luck. G.U.Y.S wins with 36% of the vote. I was in second, even though my name was on there twice, with 32% of the vote. Puck luck from Tex was 18%, and Butch P, the lucky dog NASCAR pass, was in last with 14%. So the GOAT type of luck, the crown goes to G.U.Y.S against all odds. G.U.Y.S, Jack, whatever you want to call him. Anything you want to say?
Hey, not even AK can hold me down.
I felt so bad because I literally had no idea that's what I did until you guys sent me the thing and then sent it to me again after that I called you Jack. Whoops. I did do another poll that was most upsets expected in which region. People think the West is going to have the most upsets. So, FYI, if you heard it here first. All right. This week's water cooler debate is none other than what is the GOAT type of bag? G.U.Y.S? Wait, no, Butch P. Are you ready? Snake draft. That's a user.
I'm gonna go with a tea bag.
I love tea.
Who doesn't love some sun tea, right? You just take that tea bag and lay it right on there, right on the old pitcher.
Nice little dunkaroo.
Oh my gosh!
Drop it right in.
Old Stipe Miocic over here. Okay, tea bag on the board. Go type of bag. Tex, you're up next.
I'm going to go with a bag of tricks. Could mean
cereal?
anything. Nope. Bag of tricks.
Okay.
Could be things you do at a party. Could be things you do on a playing field. You never know. Lots of applications there.
I can't get over teabag right out of the game.
Sounds like you're thinking of a different meaning.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Anyways. All right. The GOAT type of bag is the trick or treat bag. Because there's no better feeling than when you're a kid and you're running around trick or treating and you're filling that bag up and then you get to come home, dump it all out, lay it all out on the floor, and then start trading candies with your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And then you eat as much as you can until you almost puke. And then you do that again for like the next 5 days. So trick or treat bag, boom. J-Bot.
Bag o' candy.
Bag o' candy.
See, I know y'all want me to say duffel bag,
I knew you were going to say that.
but I'm not going to. I was going to go more on the lines of adult trick or treating, and I was going to go mystery beer bag.
Oh. Okay. Do they sell those?
I mean, you can just create it, or you can just take it back to a warm, sunny day in April where you're skipping class, going to a specific bar that's in a trailer, and it's $1 mystery beer, and you get to reach in the bag, pull one out.
Oh, yes. I did forget about that. Mystery beer bag. You've been on a beer. You're trying to fit beer into anything you can here lately for these water cooler debates. Surprised last week you didn't be like, last week luck of the Irish Guinness. Oh,
green beer.
Yeah, green beer, lucky beer, whatever.
Greens beer.
Speaking of beer,
did you hear that? Did you hear that, Butch?
Speaking of beer, I found these Sam Adams that my brother-in-law bought a couple weeks back. Made me think, what happened to Rebel IPA?
You remember the Rebel pack?
It's just disappeared off the face of the earth.
It's a Rebel.
I think people were getting in too much trouble with the Rebel pack. I know. I had a couple of do-si-dos with the Rebel pack. You got to know which ones to drink first out of that thing. Because if you save those double ones for
those are like the first IPAs that I got hooked on.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. That'd be a text. Find out what happened to the Rebel pack.
I was just looking it up.
I knew it. I knew he was already on it. Super James, luck of Kokura.
It's seeming like it was just like a run that they had.
Super James,
you know what it was? It had to do with the what year?
Claude's here. Claude.
He's back. Nickelback.
Dimebag. Talking about the band, Nickelback?
Yeah. Claude, inflation, Dimebag.
Oh, inflation, yes. Oh, man, Bag o' Glass. Shout out Saturday Night Live, whatever it was funny. Okay. Let's talk some golf. Now that we've
primed everything up here.
Yes, that's my fault. That's on me. My bad. Whatever. What music do we have for the segue of golf?
Hey, we're gonna make it easy.
Okay. Shh. Okay, everybody, get out your DraftKings apps. Get ready to build a lineup that will probably maybe help you cash. Probably not win it, but hey, you'll live to fight another day. Whatever. We remain in Florida. We go down to Innisbrook, where they're playing at the old Copperhead Stadium, the old Snake Pit, the last 3 holes there. Past winners of this thing were Taylor Moore, Jordan Spieth, Sam Burns. Scotty is not here. However, as you can imagine, I found some more Scotty stats. So if you're a golf nut, golf nerd, whatever, pay attention because there were some really good Scotty stats. However, I can't find them, so we may have to wait for those.
I was going to say, you pulling these out of your
golf
bag?
No. Golf bag. That's a goat bag, too. I'll tell you that right now. Anyways, I can't find them. I took a picture of them. I don't know where they're at. Oh, there they are. There it is. Scotty Scheffler has worldwide since January 1st, 2022. Does not include team events. 51 starts, 9 wins, 3 missed cuts, 34 top 10s, 22 top 3s, 5 major top 10s, 123 rounds in the 60s, 540 under par, $46.3 million earned. What an absolute freak show Scotty Scheffler has become.
Well, he's still got to be number 1 for a year and a half to catch Tiger.
Unbelievable, dude. He is ridiculous.
A year and a half.
That was like 10 years.
11 years and a half. I don't know.
11.
Yeah, I knew there was a 1 in there.
He's really good at golf, so at least everybody else has a chance. Here's a little preview here. TPC Sawgrass. Copperheads don't even live in Florida, so why would they call it the Copperhead course?
Another
Somebody
Sawgrass?
Tex, did you ever figure out what happened to Rebel IPAs?
They stopped making it and they rebranded as something else.
Is this going to be a better dad joke question?
No, I completely forgot to take out Sawgrass. We're not playing there.
I was like,
Whoops.
another one?
Disregard that, folks. Disregard that as a clear.
And another one.
Just add it to the list.
Not advice.
Oh my God. Hey, there we go.
Slap in the
bag, dude. Slap the bag. Slap it a base.
Also, slap in the bag also is an alcohol reference.
I think you're wrong about they're not even in Florida. The Copperheads.
They're not.
They're in northern Florida, like Tallahassee.
The Panhandle?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Did you
That's
know if you
Western
turn Florida sideways, it looks like a
teabag.
it looks like a Longwood Lancer. Is what it looks like. Shout out 16 seed playing a 1. All right, 156 golfers. Huge field here. 8 million on the line. Not as big as this is not Sawgrass. Cannot stress that enough. So let's talk some golf. Butch, shut me up, please.
Oh man, dude, I don't even know how to
Go ahead.
anymore. That's not even a possibility. Dude, I don't even know where we're at. Quite honestly,
We're in Innisbrook, not TPC Sawgrass.
Innisbrook. Okay, very nicely put together.
Palm Harbor, Florida.
Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, dude, I completely lost where you have all these. Why don't you pull this thing up for me? You got this thing pulled up?
Yes, it's on the dock, and this is pretty much a really hard course to gain strokes off the tee. Oh, while you're
there
pulling
we
up.
go.
I know.
I got
sorry. Okay, he's got
All right,
it.
here we go. We got the second toughest annual course to gain off the tee. Only 51% of tee shots hit with the driver. We got the third lowest average driving distance at 277 yards. See, I'm reading verbatim here. Top 5 toughest greens and regulations combo. Okay. At 56.5%. 10th toughest courses. Gain on approach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With your wedges, not your tee bags. And
Tee
what
balls.
else we got here? Tee your ball up is going to be very, very tough. Okay. Average approach distance is at 168 yards. That's a solid 8 iron, 7 iron. For me, I like to choke down on a 5 iron and get it there.
We lost control.
One of the lowest 3-putt rates at 2.35%. And most difficult scoring combo of par 3 and 4s on tour. So you must score on the 4 par 5s.
Can you summarize that whole thing in like 2 sentences? What do you think?
You can't bullshit this course.
Boring golf.
Don't be boring like Virginia's basketball team. Okay.
Well, that's what wins it, is boring golf.
That's true. Sign me up, Brian Harmon.
Bogey avoidance.
Exactly. That's exactly what
That's what it means. Brian Harmon, come on down,
Brian
baby.
Harmon course.
Okay.
Brian Harmon, Webb Simpson. Hit your fairway, chase greens, and put it out.
No Copperheads. That's hey dude, that's a bird. Add it to the mascot list. Back 9 Bets is here. What's up, dude? You want to talk about some models, folks? If you want information go follow the Model Maniac on Twitter. That guy's fantasy writer of the year for golf. He's salute to him for sure. Make the damn cut. Okay, now that we've literally not done anything, let's let's talk about some guys. All right, so everybody pull your DraftKings lineups up. We're going to pull ours up, and we're going to build a little lineup here featuring our guys, golfers up your sleeves, that you will then place into your DFS lineup. This is for not your first round showdown Super James. This is for the classic, okay? You have to pick the one that's going to be all 4 days. These are the ones that we're not recommending them. These are just guys that stuck out to us. Speaking of beer, look at Super James. He found 40 old empties in my attic from 40 years ago. Beautiful condition. No two alike. Many I'd never heard of. Tell you what, dude.
Love it.
Love it. All right.
I don't think they had that many beers back then.
Hey,
I like that.
I found a 40-year-old Coke bottle sitting right here.
Of course. Why not?
Unopened.
You're going to have to start anew. Uh-oh. Upset City. Upset City.
Yeah, I got them losing
right.
too.
Oh, do you? Spoiler alert.
New Mexico?
Yeah.
Is that who
I'm going to pull this.
Yeah. Whoever it is.
Let me pull this. Oh, no. There we go. All right. Before I show my bank account or my account status again. Here we go. Okay. Who wants to go first with the guys? Golfers up your sleeves. These are guys that we're picking to make the cut. These are not winners. If you want to win one of these contests, you better get all 6 guys. All right. Who wants to go first? J-Bye, usually you lead us all.
I can go first with my hang the banner on the course guy. And I'll start off by saying I apologize for last week because Brennan Todd did not show up.
Nope.
But if you want to follow Tex and pick my guys that I picked last week because they always do well the following week, Brennan Todd has good course history on this course. So I could have nailed that. But I'm not going to play him. That's not my guy. I'm going to give you a different guy. And I went down low again. I went down to a guy who had been struggling. And he was having a hard time. And his caddy had a heart-to-heart with him. He said, look, if you're just going to be out here for fun, I'm not going to be your caddy anymore. I'm your friend. And I want to play. I want to be with you. I want to be with you. And nobody... Nobody knew this until Full Swing came out and they showed it. And that guy's Joel Damon. And what Joel Damon do after Full Swing came out last week? He shot 3 rounds under 70.
Woo!
You know what Joel Damon doesn't do well? The only thing he doesn't do well is putt. And putting doesn't really matter on this course.
That's true. Very true.
But you know what he's number 1 in? Proximity. So as long as he's close, give him a chance. Joel Damon. Don't hang the banner on the course.
The mighty.
Go ahead, Butch.
All right.
Well, no, I thought you had something to say. You were about to say something.
He said the mighty.
You got the mighty? And we're all sitting here on edge thinking you're going to drop another tea bag or something, and then you just completely ignored it. Hey, Claude throwing one in the ring. Look at that. Claude with a little Justin Rose. That's bold, Claude. That's very bold.
Yep.
Has he seen Justin Rose play?
This isn't.
I don't think he's playing this week. He's not here at this tournament.
What is Joel Damon? Where's he at?
Right
there.
there.
There he is. 6,800.
He's like 6,500.
I got him.
All right, there he is.
Whoa! Don't look at my balance, guys.
Boom.
It's not like I've been winning or anything. It's been a good week. It's been a good DFS season so far in golf for your boy. Okay, Butch P, were you going to go next?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have the what did I have? Course history guy.
Yep.
Oh man, Well, you have last week I gave you JT who had 8 straight appearances at Sawgrass. Only to what did he say, J-Vi? Tell the people again about Liv. What was his comment? Like he hardly watches Liv golf.
He doesn't
So
pay attention
after he
to
got,
them. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't pay attention. So after he got cut, Kepka tweeted out a meme of him, picture of him with scissors. Bam, bam, cut.
Cut.
Well,
Oh,
I'm going to go back with the course history guy, JT, to bounce back, make the cut.
Okay. JT on the board. We got JD. JT.
I almost feel like that's a huge wager right now, even though he's 10,400 priced pretty high. That's an iffy proposition. Maybe he gets back on the horse. Who knows?
You know what I notice about JT? If he's not the top player in his threesome, then he's not making the cut. Like when he gets paired with these top dogs that are better than him or ranked higher than him, he crumbles.
He didn't used to be that way though.
He did.
He used to have some.
You know what happened?
Oh, I know exactly what happened. We called married. Yeah,
got married
for golf. He got married. Yeah, this works exactly for golf. Works exactly. If there's anybody that could break the case or the curse, the case, anybody could break the curse, save football and golf, it's Brock Purdy. It's Brock Purdy. Oh, Butch is gone. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. I think he's mad. He's mad that I brought up Brock Purdy again. Okay, so we got Justin Thomas, Joel Damon. Joel Damon. And Joel Damon also stinks at naming his whiskey drinks. It should be Joel Fashion. We will go down with the ship on that. We will, Tex. Yes. I mean, it's like he's got like the whiskey wedge, wedgie whiskey drink or something. I'm like, are you kidding me? You get your agent on the horn here and let us cook something up, Joel Damon, if you're watching.
Hey, he's open to suggestions. He liked our shirt.
Oh yeah.
For Hubs.
Hubbard.
He said he wanted one. He's open for suggestions. Hey, send it to Hubs. Send it to him.
Let's do it then. We've got ways to do that. Tex, are you going next?
Yeah.
Other people.
Or I could read Dylon's.
Dylon, do it.
All right. Get my voice right.
Go smoke about 15 cigarettes.
Yeah. Dudes, I really feel like I'm going Matt Smith this week as my dark horse pick. 6,500 is the price. He was third place 2 years ago, 21st the year before, and he's from San Angelo, Texas. Which, side note, best brisket tacos of my life ever there. Back to Dylon's voice. Also, my locks are going to be Burns and Shank at this course. Yeah. That was Dylon, everybody.
Thanks for coming on the show, Dylon.
Thanks for calling in, Dylon.
That wasn't as good. That was about as good as J-Vi's version of that. Yeah. Wait, who'd he say? I wasn't even. You said Matt Smith. It's Matthew Smith.
Matthew.
I was doing Dylon's voice.
Matt Smith.
I was doing Dylon's voice. That was Dylon. Dylon called to the show.
Matt
Smith. Pronounce his name.
Dylon, what's going on, dude? Golly, pronounce the name right.
Wow, dude. Wow. Matt Smith. It's French. Oh, my Lord. All right. Who's still? Tex, you were going to go next, weren't you?
Yeah. So my guy's going to be top 3 in strokes gained.
Woo.
Made most of his cuts so far this year. Needs to make the putts. So he's going to be my guy. Taylor Tate.
See more putts.
Montgomery, by God, North Carolina County.
Taylor Montgomery, as you would say.
Taylor. Nope, that's Dylon's voice.
Taylor.
Dylon.
I was going to say, you sound like the substitute teacher. Jay Quillen. Hey, Aaron.
But Blake.
Matt and Smith. All right. Who'd you just say?
Taylor Montgomery.
Taylor Montgomery. I like that.
7,500.
I like that one. I like it. Okay,
Top
boys,
3
let me round this thing out.
Strokes gained putting.
for weeks now, I have been against and befuddled by this golfer because I have no idea. Butch and I have discussed this. Not a single idea of how this dude keeps making tournaments. But I'm finally buying in because I bought in last week, but I didn't give him out. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, the won't miss the cut in a million years guy. We had one miss the cut last week. Don't worry about it. This man has finished top 35, top 12 in his last 2 Florida events. This man went to UAB, the Blazers, who are in the tournament. Shout out Blazers, elite reptile mascot. There's 3 reptile mascots, by the way. But finally, what do you to take down the Copperhead? You need a hedgehog.
Shovel.
No.
Or a 22.
No. You need a hedgehog or a hodge hog. You need a hodgehog. So you won't miss the cut in a minute because hedgehogs eat snakes. I don't know if they eat copper, but I know they eat snakes.
Black snakes.
They have quills.
You need a bobcat. Fire that thing up and run over it.
No, you need quills. You know
Got out of high school.
Do you know what quills make? Pins. You know who gets
Quill?
closest to the pin? Not Lee Hodges, but he is playing really well because his stats would not lead you to pick Lee Hodges at any stretch of the imagination. But I'm riding the hot hand, and I'm going on my gut right here. I'm taking off my use stats and analytics hat, and I'm putting on my make the damn cut hat. And I'm telling you right now, I will proclaim that Lee Hodges is going to make the damn cut. And I would venture, nay, declare Lee Hodges will make the top 20. So Lee Hodges is going in the barrel.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Oh, my balance.
Your balance.
Cut it. Strike it from the record.
Trying to throw some
I didn't know what you were talking about.
humble brags up there. It's all bonus. It's all bonus money.
No,
get it
actually,
out.
it's not. I lost all that on late game parlays for teams to come back. Don't do that. I would not advise. Last week I was like,
they're going to run here.
I'm like plus 800. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Vermont's going to come back.
You're down 7
down
with
by
30
6.
seconds.
Vermont is coming back. Nobody gets back up the mountain like a catamount. Anyways. Okay. What are we doing here? Are we putting another golfer in there? I mean, we got 12,000. What a lineup.
I think we all agreed Harmon.
Yep.
Harmon.
Nope.
There you go. Claude.
There he is.
There you go. Claude.
I like that.
Claude. Shout out Claude. Harmon.
That's a strong one.
It's actually pronounced Harmon if you're Tex. Oh, sorry. Dialogue. Harmon. Harmon. He's French.
I'm going to play this line. Let me take a picture of it. Okay.
Oh, Bear with the Machine Gun's got a good question.
Ooh. Let me stop sharing this screen before I just show my balance again. Okay.
Cantley jumping ship since he withdrew after some live rumors.
I don't know. Cantley. They like good personalities over there. Outside of Cantley's golf bag and his sponsorship, he doesn't really move the needle, I don't think.
He's too slow of a player.
Yeah. I don't think he's a guy that wouldn't look very good in golf shorts either. I feel like he wouldn't look good in he'd have to wear high socks, I think, to make his calves pop. I feel like he'd have long calves.
His legs haven't seen daylight in 30 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on. That's probably why he's not going to go.
Easy now.
Okay. The guys are actually 16 to 20 or 16 out of 20 on making the cut. So last week was a disaster, but these other tournaments, we've been money in the bank. as you can see from my balance. That was all bonus bets that was lost. And we can't get out of here. Hubs, I didn't see him in the field, unfortunately. But Justin Lauer. We believe in you, Justin Lauer. We saw you way down there, Price. They're disrespecting you again. We're still on hold because he keeps making tournaments and he keeps winning and he keeps playing well. So when he has a free moment, Justin Lauer will be on the show. We've been in communication with him. So we just hope. Actually, we hope he wins it and then comes on Sunday. How about that?
Hey,
So, all right. We've got How Dare Yous to do, I think, right? Do we have the drop ready to go?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare yous? This is a segment where we, again, collect a few days or a week's worth of sports or happenings around the world, and we issue something that made us say, how dare you? Could be anything from life, could be sports, could be whatever. If you have how dare yous, drop them in the comments. The chat has been phenomenal today. For those of you listening on the podcast, you will not see those, but we will read them if they drop them in there. And also, thank you, everyone, for tuning in from Facebook, from all of our Snapchat messages that we've got since we put them up on there. And if you're not able to finish the show or you want to listen back amidst all the nonsense that we've discussed, because we did give out some golf picks there, go back and listen to the podcast anywhere you find your podcast. How dare yous? Any volunteers to go first?
Yeah, I'll go with a solid how dare you to Otani's interpreter.
Oh, you stole mine.
Did you write it in on the doc?
Yes.
Oh,
all right, go ahead, Butch. Go ahead.
Nope.
I got a new how dare you.
I can shuffle.
Just
I'll
that
take it back. You know I don't go by that thing.
Butch, to Butch's credit, he did have agent in there.
Finish your
Oh yeah, that's right. I had an agent in there.
You got to do them both now.
Anything. Yeah. It's interpreter.
Oh my Lord!
What does agent mean?
I wrote agent in there instead of interpreter.
Okay.
But anyway, all right.
So
that was
I'm gonna. Go ahead and say it. You already done
it. Doesn't matter,
dude. Butch P's tampering. What are you, Kirk Cousins?
Agent.
What are you, the Niners accountant?
Hey, I'm Brock Purdy, getting married right now in shambles. So Otani's interpreter has been, I think his name is I pickpocket your money from you. And that's Japanese for Ipai Mizuhari. Okay. And the dude's been he's been gambling, kind of like what we're doing right now with all these sports bets.
Does he live in North Carolina? How many bonus bets did he get?
Send us a referral so you can get 100 since you're in need of money.
Promo code Millie Goats.
Come on, show.
But anyway, he got fired for
pickpocketing you.
All right, what's the Otani one? Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Eric's probably going to explain it a lot better than I do.
No.
Who's Eric? Is that Jack?
The
same person as Jack?
Jack's here. So the crazy thing about this whole thing is that
Jack again.
ESPN gave a 90-minute interview to this guy, the interpreter, so that he could talk about what happened to the money. And like he was talking about, he was in gambling debt, and Otani was helping him pay it off. But it turns out that after he gave that big interview, they found out that he was the one that he had actually been stealing the money. It wasn't to help pay off a gambling debt. He'd been stealing the money. That's what had been happening. So he was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. This money's like, I don't know what's going on. He's but I know he's helping me with the gambling debt and made like this whole story about what happened, and it was all fake because basically he was just stealing the money.
How does
So it was bonus
Ohtani
bets.
know?
So he was pickpocketing.
It was bonus bets.
So
$500,000.
anyways, I was Butch. How dare you, that guy? And because he's getting paid $500,000 a year almost.
Wow.
To be the interpreter, follow him around and be like kind of almost like a halfway professional baseball player. Yeah.
Wow.
And he gambled it all away. Bet smart,
And
everybody.
lost.
Yes. Lost a lot.
If you have a gambling problem,
my
call
how dare you-
1-800-GAMBLING.
My real, since Bush stole mine, my how dare you is to Major League Baseball, putting the start of Major League Baseball, not even in the America's pastime, putting it in South Korea at 6 a.m. in the morning where nobody can, people can watch, but who's going to wake up at 6 a.m. and watch baseball on the way into work? It's crazy. I don't know what kind of marketing that is. I don't know what they're trying to do.
And
I bet you his agent was up watching it because he had a bet on the money line. Dodgers.
He had a late game parlay. Plus 800.
He also swore up and down he never bet on baseball. That was like part of his rules. He couldn't bet on baseball.
Well, how altruistic of him.
Anyways. How dare you to Major League Baseball for putting America's pastime to kick off the excitement of opening day in a different country.
I thought that was weird too. Plus, I mean, this is March Madness week. Come on, dude.
Yep.
Let it get kicked off. You always start in April.
At least wait to get caught after this.
Anyways, who's next?
J-Vi, do you want to go? Or you want me to go?
I can go. I mean, I originally was gonna do another how dare you to AK because he to AK because he hasn't held up his with the NHL playoffs coming up. We got reminded that AK still hasn't held up his end of the bet that the Rangers would make the Stanley Cup, and they didn't. But I decided not to do that one because I saw how dare you that really said to me, "How dare you?" The Masters, the dinner that John Rahm is going to have at the Masters because the champion gets the champion's dinner.
Yep.
Come to find out, the champion actually has to pay for that dinner.
I saw
even though he won the tournament, even though that the Masters is throwing it. Champion has to pay. How dare you, Masters? Cover the bill. Foot the bill.
That's how they keep the pimento cheese sandwiches so low. They take that money that he pays for the dinner, invest it right back into the concession stand. I compared it to Michael Kim and he's like, "Holy cow! I didn't know that the Masters didn't pay for the dinner." And I was like, "Well, if you win the Masters, it's like making a hole in one at the Municipal. You go buy everybody beers. That's what you do."
Yeah.
So, for the common man, think of it that way. But still, it's the Masters. How dare you? I agree. Okay. Here's mine. My how dare you is to Bears fans. You guys have got to get it together. Okay? Your love for Justin Fields has gotten out of control when he won you nothing and you've been making excuses for him. And now you're mad because you're about to get Caleb Williams. And you're so mad that you have now started a petition, Bears fans. I saw this. To wear a commemorative patch of Justin Fields on your current jersey this year. How dare you? No. That's what I'm saying. You don't put a commemorative patch because a guy got traded on your the Bears. They're in shambles because I think they want Bear with a Machine Gun. Care to comment? Bear with a Machine Gun. You're a bear. You cannot do that. Like, you think you're excited for Caleb Williams, but that right there tells me that you are not. You're not excited. So how dare you? How bears you? How bears of you, actually. Okay. And for those of you who listen to that whole segment on the podcast, we have a document that we fill out and that we go by to keep us, tries to keep us on the rails. And How Dare You's a segment. And what just happened was Butch stole Texas. How dare you? It was phenomenal. That was good. So, anyways, other relevant sports news. Here we go. Here we go. Dak Prescott.
Can we clip Dak Prescott saying, "Here we go," and do that as the intro to this segment?
Yeah, and then he throws a pick, and then we'll put Joe Buck right beside. It's intercepted, and Troy Aikman just stumbling around the box with his eyeballs all red.
And then I'll add Texas. Oh no!
Oh no! And then put Gus Johnson.
I like that.
Down the field. All right.
Oh,
anyways,
no. I like it. I like where all that went. Just a nice
James
patch of sounds.
All right. We have to do our picks.
Yep.
So we're going to do is give our champions that we selected, because there's a billion other sports shows out there that are probably, we did a live bracket the other night, but there's a billion. If you want to listen to, go get advice somewhere else about basketball. You saw how we do it. We just look up mascots. So we're going to go around the table here. Championship or champion pick, and then one Cinderella.
Ooh.
Tex, you look like you're ready to go.
Yeah. So my champion pick is, you guys said I should be the Wildcat guy earlier in the show. Well, guess what? I picked the Arizona Wildcats to go all the way.
Damn it. That's who I picked.
Oh.
That's in my official enter into all my pools bracket. Damn it. I might have to change that now.
Oh.
I was on the Wildcats too. Maybe I have to pick a different Wildcat. I won't reveal which one, even though there's only 3. So you could probably guess.
I had, in my Cinderella, I guess I had, let me see here. I had Yale going to the Sweet 16.
You would pick a Bulldog, you coward. The most common mascot name.
Handsome. Isn't that Handsome Hank?
What? I don't know.
Yes.
They call
Sure.
Yes.
Like George's is Uga.
Yes.
Yale's is Handsome Hank.
I thought you were doing an arch rival.
No.
Whatever it's called.
Handsome Hank.
No free shout outs to PMT on this show. Until they stop stealing.
Anyways, I got them going to Sweet 16. That's it. That's the only real Cinderella.
J-Vi.
So I went original with mine, and a team that's been playing well and was put on my radar by a guy, our new guy at work. He went to school there. They just won the Big 12 championship. They blew Houston out.
They did.
Iowa State Cyclones.
They
have a confusing mascot
They play
situation.
defense.
Yes.
They play defense.
Does
But
it concern
also,
you?
with my Cinderella pick,
Do it.
McNeese State.
Ooh.
They like to run up and down. I don't know if Gonzaga can run up and down with them. And Kansas just got announced that their best player is not playing in the tournament.
Yes, they did.
You do realize McNeese State played a women's basketball school this year.
Hey, that's okay. They identified as males.
If they were in the SEC, you play your schedule. You just play.
They
your
were
schedule,
McNephew State then.
Yes. Okay. Butch, who's winning it?
Dude, I'm going to go with, because I never get this right. So I'm going to go with the Duke Blue Devils.
They win. You got to drink your juice.
I never get it right.
He's putting his 1970 Coke bottle on the line. 1991. Sorry. Excellent year.
And for my Cinderella, you know what other time of year it is right now?
Francesco Molinari.
I'm going to go with Cinderella, the Zips from Akron.
Yes.
Because
Akron.
a baby kangaroo is called a Joey.
Jack.
And what else is on right now? The Bachelor and Joey and its 2 semifinalists Daisy and Kelsey. So the Zips are your Cinderella.
Bear with a machine gun signing off. Thanks for tuning in, dude. So that's a pretty good
It's a shame that Vas Paraiso isn't playing during vasectomy season.
Ooh.
It's Valparaiso.
Yeah. Well, come on.
But I like that though. Okay. My champion was the Wildcats, but I think I'm gonna have to make a pivot because I did do another bracket, and that was the Tennessee Volunteers.
Ooh.
So
balls
up.
I have them playing the Cyclones.
My balls are in your court. Oh, do you? Okay. So showdown between you and me. Good. My Cinderella, the trendy pick is James Madison. The other trendy pick is New Mexico. I'm telling you right now, boys, it's Grand Canyon. It's the Antelopes, one of our very own unique mascot names. They've got some players. And the only reason I know that is because I bet on them in all of my bonus bets a lot on the Lopes. So I'm all in.
And the late comebacks?
You know who their coach is?
Valpo.
You know who their coach is?
Valpo.
Yes, the
guy
that made the shot for Vasparis.
March Vasness. Okay.
To let everybody know so we can follow along.
Look at this. Falls well that ends well.
Hey.
It's beautiful.
Vols are historically bad in the tournament like Purdue.
Are they they're not in the same region, are they?
But if the Vols win and Texas wins, battle for the Orange in the second round.
I think they are in the same region.
They are in the same region. Purdue and Tennessee are in the same region. That's the upset region we were talking about.
Yeah, Texas and Rick Barnes' revenge could be second round right there.
Yeah.
Hickory Dickory Dock.
Wait, is that what you were just saying?
I did put a large sum of my bonus bet money on Iowa State for if they win. They were plus like 2,300 or so. I don't know. They're a lot.
We're gonna have to get your DraftKings account streamed next time. If it
That's my FanDuel account.
Okay. All right. I think that's
Hopefully
it. So
we'll have to wait like 6 weeks.
Tennessee, Arizona, Duke, Iowa State, and then Cinderellas were Grand Canyon. I forgot your guys' Cinderellas.
Yale.
Of course you did.
Yale.
McNeese State.
All right.
The Zips.
Akron.
Akron.
All right. The only other thing was there's a hip drop rule they're trying to enforce. Did you guys see that?
Did.
I don't know how you're supposed to tackle somebody then. Like, at some point, you're going to have to do something to him to get him down. We're on a slippery slope to two-hand tag football.
J-Vi's going to
They're also implying a new kickoff rule.
The NFL Competition Committee has proposed a new rule that would penalize a player with a 15-yard penalty and grant the opposition an automatic first down for using the hip drop tackle to bring the runner to the ground. The definition is grabs the runner with both hands or wraps the runner with both arms and unweights himself by swiveling and dropping his hips or lower body, landing on and trapping the runner's legs at or below the knee.
I don't know what you're supposed to do to get somebody.
You know when they didn't use the hip drop tackle people? When you could actually hit people. Now that you can't actually hit people, you have to hip drop people.
Yes. Horns up. BMO. Balls down. BMO chiming in.
Oh,
we know
he's a UT fan.
No, we know who he's picking. He's picking UNC. Tar Heels. All right. Inter-squad Dad King Jamboree standings. I'm in first with 7. J-Vi's in second with 6. Tex has 2. Dylon has 2. Butch P has the same amount of wins as Virginia since 2017, excluding their national championship.
And Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl since 3 years ago.
and Dak
Being
Prescott
drafted.
with NFC Championship appearances and Super Bowl appearances.
That's correct. Also,
Mhm.
very good.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Recommend our show to a friend's friend. I think Butch and I might be back on tomorrow to wrap up round 1 of the Valspar.
And probably March Madness.
Yeah, March
We're
Madness.
not going to be able to help ourselves there.
Nope. Oh my gosh, bonus bets.
Hmm.
Recommend our show. Follow us on Twitter at Millie Goats, Instagram at the Millie Goats, YouTube the Millie Goats, Rumble the Millie Goats, website and blog themillygoats.godaddyscites.com. The blog's coming. Subscribe to the show, rate the show, review the show. If you have a show, send it to us. We would do the same for you. We don't have any exit music.
From 28 yards. Good snap, holds down, and the Mountaineers win in overtime. The field goal is good from Jason
Go Bills.
Terrace and the Mountaineers.